My name is Donnie Darkhorse, and I am from New Haven, Connecticut. This first one is about the girl who got away. It's called California Phone. We both smell of sex even though we slept on separate sheets for several dozen sunsets. We both see that same sunset over the horizon, just off the coast of different oceans. We both taste the truth tiptoeing off the tips of our tongues, yet it seems that only lies will somehow spill out. We both hear the lone wolf's cry in the distance, off the pinnacle of a peak. I just can't tell if it's from the Rocky or Appalachian Mountains. We both touch the train tracks that separate our souls as we walk on a tragic tightrope, but I know she'll never meet me halfway. She poses for the camera and feigns a subtle smile, assuming how to suitably showcase through those sentiments and sensations. She walks the red carpet like a robot, except there are no wires. She still shows some slight and suspicious signs that she was once a human being, like the tear that fell from her eye that frigid night in mid-December when she boarded that train to the Pacific and told me, "Donnie, my darling, I don't think I'm ever going to see Atlantic Ocean again." All the H's and holes out west have never transformed and molded her into what she promised she would never become. A contaminated, comatose clone continues to crash in cars in her cranium. She even dyed her hair platinum blonde. He died a little inside too. Hollywood has taken her hostage. They made her a premature prisoner, a grown prima donna perfection. But what she does not know is that for her, there is a feasible way out. It's called Arizona. It's called Nevada. It's called Oregon. Hell, it's even called Mexico. But her heart hibernates in Hollywood now. And the spotlight always shines on her. And the spectacular stage is now her claustrophobic cage. And all the hormone-happy teenage drama queens mold themselves into an identical copy of her figure and form. And all the world's theater and all its citizens really help act out this traumatic treachery. Someone once told me that it never snows in Saskatchewan, and it's never hot in Hawaii, and it never rains in Washington, but I can see the storm clouds suffocating Seattle even from the Atlantic Ocean. I can smell the sex on her mattress from 17 states away. I can taste the truth on the tip of her tongue as she sucks the celebrity status out of her director's $1 million dick. I can hear the lone wolf's cry high in the Rocky Mountains. I can touch the train tracks while the light at the end of my tunnel inches closer and closer. I see her on the screen and scream. I see her holding hands with Harrison Ford, while her other hand holds an Oscar. I decided this needs to come to an end. And she needs to open up her eyes and realize what the Golden State has done to her. I need to save her from herself. I had plans to permanently plant peace back on our planet tonight. But in 4 minutes and 47 seconds, I'll march out of my own apartment. And I will parade all 2,883 miles from Hartford, Connecticut to the City of Angels. Without hitchhiking, without stopping to take a shit, without even blinking or breathing. I don't know exactly what I'll do once I get there. But as soon as I cross the invisible line, she's right there waving and greeting the world like she fucking owns the stupid city. I pull off her pedestal and plead for her to please come home. If she pleads for the police to please take me away. I came all the way here with a purpose. And now, my purpose seems to have slipped my mind. Perhaps I become a California phone too myself. Perhaps it wasn't her fault after all. Perhaps it was the Pacific. I grab her by the hand, I hold and kiss her in a way to remind Jeremy whatever Paul didn't approve of. But I don't have the heart to look her in the eye and tell her that she's the worst thing that happened to the world since the invention of the word love, that she's become more dirty and disgusting than downtown Detroit, that our relationship is a bigger mistake than America's invasion of Iraq, that the chances of me and her overcoming the obstacles are less likely than the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series, that she's more overrated and glorified than God. I finally lift my head and stare at the stranger, a distasteful counterfeit version of my former soulmate. I almost vomit over the side of her fake tan and acrylic nails and bleach blonde hair and 10 tons of makeup. And I breathe again for the first time since Bridgeport, and blink again for the first time since Brooklyn, and speak again for the first time since Santa Fe. And as an ounce of oil drips from her eye, I ask, is this really you? Is this what you truly want to do? Her Her tears turned to ice. Her heart turned to stone. Her diamond ring turned to coal. My blood, like black gold. I cannot continue this sadistic trade for even another second. So I wave farewell forever and say goodbye to the gods of golden globes. Because this is not where I belong. This is not where people belong. It's a whole different world here. The air tastes different, the people act different, the rules are different. And I must escape before I get sucked into the Beverly Hills black hole. Before the red carpet turns into a tongue and swallows me whole. Before Hollywood has a hurricane. And the only remaining letters on the huge sign are H-O-L-Y. Before California separates from the rest of America, just like the scientists said it would. Before the mannequins start to move, before the clones start to cry. I step on her streaming star on the Walk of Fame, I sprint to her salvation at the state line. And when I get there, I don't even look back. And I hope she doesn't assume I'm never going to come back. Because the only time I'll ever see California again is on a silver string in that matinee show. Maybe she'll make a cameo appearance in my dreams. The only thing I have left to say to her is, love the Hollywood Sinus Confidence Mountain and push your corpse while you're crushing another actor's heart. So I hang my head low and stare at the train tracks as I walk back to Atlanta alone, forcing myself to accept the fact that my former allies now really know a Beverly Hills Barbie doll, another Malibu mannequin, a corrupted California clone. Thank you. This next one, I've never performed live before. It's called Alaska. I sit here and look out. I scream, but I never shout. I stand here and look in. I kill, but I never say. You're too hot. I'm too cold. You're too young. I'm too old. I know it will. Just give in. Swallow your will. I lay here and think about. I deem, but I never doubt. I end here where you begin. I try, but I never win. You're too weak. I'm too bold. You're just scared. That's what I'm told. Sign the dotted line. Bring the dollar bill. Just march on and start to kill.